Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse One here. Welcome, welcome. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. It is obviously Friday, so weekend is here again already. Time is just unbelievably flying by, unreal. I mean, we already are almost through the whole month of August already. It's just crazy. But anyway, um, I want to remind people that if there's any issues with the chat tonight, that I will get right back on as soon as I possibly can. So please just be patient. Look for me. The best way, if you don't get a notification, is just go to my channel and you will see that I'm back on and live again. So just putting that out there ahead of time because you just never know with YouTube what's going to happen. So I kind of made the title vague so that way, hopefully nobody's like honed in, because we're going to talk about a lot of different things, but they're not going to be honed in and on top of, oh, he said this. So, I mean, I know a lot of people will put stuff in a title because they want to make sure they have a big group of people, but then that's when they're whacking you out anyway. So, but, we'll see what happens. But anyway, so there's some topics that we're going to touch on that may be not something that they don't like, but too bad. So we'll deal with that as we go. But anyway, so let's talk about really quickly. I do want to remind people before we do get started that this is a very family-friendly oriented channel. So I would ask everybody to please be decent in the chat. No racism, no nastiness. If you do that, you will be booted out of here. All right, just putting that out there. Those awesome moderators that you see lit up in blue will definitely boot you. So a lot of people are talking about Patty, my friend Patty and John. They were the couple that helped me put up the greenhouse. Some of you may remember them from last fall. Wonderful, wonderful people. Just absolutely salt of the earth, down to earth people. They just celebrated 47 years of being married too. So congratulations to them. Their anniversary was just the other day. So, but anyway, so I'm going to address a couple things really quickly, and then we're going to get into, we'll talk about them a little bit. But somebody, and I love this too, well, it's not very smart showing, the pantry and, your root cellar, because now it makes you a target. How do you guys know where Patty and John live? You don't. There's no way you could know where they live. So they're at zero risk as far as that goes. I always find that interesting. Now, could I be a target? Absolutely. I've been on YouTube for a long time. People know where I am. People that don't like me know where I am. But again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. In an SHTF situation, the last place you're going to want to try to go and do something stupid is at a prepper's retreat, okay? Patty and John are also preppers. Obviously, you can tell by their food pantry, by their root cellar, the way that they do canning and stuff like that. And they have, and I said it in the video, everybody that lives on their street is family. So do you honestly believe, let's say you knew where their address was. You knew where I know where they are. I know exactly where they are. Okay. Even if you did, there's no way you're going there and taking their stuff. There's no way. So, I mean, it's like, when people say stuff like that, it's a tad annoying, because it's like, you're basically talking, in my opinion, out of your behind. Now, like I said, myself, am I a target? Absolutely. I'm a target. Guaranteed I'm a target. But again, I just think it's not really prudent that people think that they're going to come and take something from a prepper in a post event. It's just, I don't see that happening. Unless, like I said, if you got an ex-SEAL team or a Ranger company, those guys know what they're doing. And they're trained for it, and they know everything that, to do. Those guys could probably do it, okay? But the average citizen, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't care if you're ex-military or not. You didn't get that kind of training. Those type of folks get very specialized training. But see, here's the other part with that. Those type of folks, your Rangers, your SEALs, your Green Berets, those type of guys, they have something that a lot of other people don't have, and it's called character and a moral compass, okay? And so they're not going to be the ones going around just trying to steal stuff from people. So just putting that out there. But anyway, a couple things I wanted to talk about. This was an interesting one, okay? So I wanted to bring this up really quickly, and we'll just touch on it, and then we'll go on. So the college admission scandal. I don't know if you guys saw that. The celebrity there and her designer husband, who helped their daughters get into college fraudulently, of course, because when you're rich, you can do whatever you want to do. Well, they both did a plea deal, and I love when she has to do 2 months in prison. Oh my God, not whole 2 months. I don't know how she's going to be able to handle that 2 whole months. Where if you or I did it, it would be a lot longer. Now she's got to pay a $150,000 fine. Her husband got a whopping 5 months, and he's got to pay a $250,000 fine, and then they have to do community service afterwards. $150,000 and $250,000 to people like that is nothing. They don't care about that. Okay, it's so ridiculous that there's that double standard. That if you or I did something like that, we would be crucified, vilified, the whole 9 yards. But because they're celebrities, they and realistically now, when they say, "Oh, well, she's going to have to do 2 months in federal prison," they're going to send her to some kind of a day camp. Basically, they're not going to send her to a hardened area, or anything like that. So it's an absolute joke. If she even, she realistically, she might just be in a county jail. And if she does county time, that's a joke as well. That's not doing hard time. I love how when they do that all the time. She's going to prison. Talk to Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart went to prison. Now, I'm not sure exactly where she did her time. I'm sure it was someplace very nice as well because of her celebrity status. But yeah, Martha Stewart did some serious time, didn't she? Yeah, it's Lori Austin, Martha Stewart prison. It's a good thing. Yeah, it's so we'll see. Yeah, hope the orange looks good on her. Yeah, right. But it's ridiculous with these people that they basically can do whatever they want to do. The federal prison in Bastrop, Texas, has a 9-hole golf course on the back. Wow, JJ just said, yeah. So I mean, the blue collar crimes, guys, or white collar crimes, the white collar criminals, they don't do the kind of time that you and I would do. If we screw up and we go to jail, the kind of time we're going to do is not going to be pleasant. So, but what are you going to do? That's part of life. But so let's talk about really quickly too now. Let's talk about the couple of videos that we did with Patty with Patty at Patty and John's place. John didn't want to be on camera, and obviously, Patty is a natural, as you saw. I thought she did a fantastic job. I thought she did a great job explaining stuff, and I just wanted to give you guys a different take on stuff. There's one more video coming from going over to visit them, and I'll probably post that tomorrow, so you'll get a chance to see that one. But it gives you a different perspective. It's looking at somebody that's been doing canning and that type of stuff for a very, very long time, and I think that's a really good thing. And I think she had some great ideas, and so I think it's a good perspective. And like I said, when you have somebody that cans 1,000 jars a year, they may know what they're doing. So, but she's very, very down to earth people. Like I said, they're very salt of the earth people, which is an awesome thing. Hello, Mr. Man. So the dogs are settling into having free range of the house, and they're liking it. Stop. That's enough. Go. But anyway, what was I going to say? There was something else that I wanted to talk about really quickly. Rocky Hill said she was great. Patty should make her own videos. Linda Hudson. Well, you know what? So there was actually a thing, and somebody had made a comment about having Patty come in for one of the live streams and sit down to answer questions and stuff like that. So I will ask her about that if she would like to do that at some point. So we'll touch base with her on that, and anytime she wants to come, she's more than welcome, and we can do a live stream and a question and answer. And like I said, she's got a tremendous amount of knowledge. I remember when I first met them. They're just really, really good people. And she wanted my opinion of what and I just was like, her pantry and the root cellar are just fantastic, and they explain what they did and how they did it, and it's just really, really good, just really awesome. And that's how long have you owned the two dogs? Oh God, let's see, about 2 years now, something like that. It's about 2 years, something, I believe it's in that range. That makes a great interviewer too. Who knew? Just asking the right questions. Well, you know what it is? It's like, she's explaining stuff. And then I would have, I thought, well, let me ask a question that people would want to know. That's what I try to do. So, that's kind of the way I did that. But the freezer thing was great. Yeah, that's, what, like I said, that's what I plan on doing. When I go back and I dig into the hill and make my root cellar, it's going to be partial root cellar and then partial freezer is what it's going to end up being. And that's absolutely what I plan on doing as well. And, that the way that they have that set up, with part of it being a concrete floor and the other part being, just a stone floor. And the reason that you do that, which I think is really important, if that freezer part with the melting of the ice and the condensation and stuff, with the stone floor, it can dissipate and go right into the earth, where with a concrete floor, it wouldn't be able to do that. So I just think it's a really good idea, and it's a great way to do it. And again, so, people talk about all the time, oh, I got 3 freezers full of food. Well, the thing to think about with that is, in a post-event, even if you have a generator, or if you have, a solar system, you're going to use a lot of energy to keep those freezers going until you use up that food. So if you can do, does Patty wear an apron all the time or just when canning? I think just when she's canning. Yeah. So that's she got that Martha Stewart look with the apron on and stuff. Like I said, man, she was absolutely awesome. But again, well, now you just made me lose my train of thought. Oh my God. I completely lost what I was going to say. But let's see. Patty should sell her spaghetti sauce on your store. Well, that they use all that, so that they do that for their whole family. Oh, freezer energy. Thank you very much, Jenny. Thanks for getting me back on track. It's some. You know what? I'm going to blame it on old age, because what happens is you get on, and it's just gone. Okay, so, but that energy you're using that way. If you have a freezer that you're using zero energy from, that to me is a better way to go. And plus, again, it doesn't cost anything. Basically, you take those 5-gallon buckets, you fill them with water, you put some salt in that water, and you let them freeze in the winter. And you put them in there, and you put them in there thick, and you put them in there deep, and it's going to bring that temperature down. So it's a really smart way to do it. And like I said, it doesn't, other than the initial cost of buying the buckets and those type of things, it's very inexpensive. Your initial cost to obviously build your root cellar, to build your cold room, and to get your buckets and stuff like that. That initial cost, but then after that, it's all gravy. There's no expenses after that. Just every year you refreeze your buckets. It's a great way to do it. So yeah, Florida has 2 hurricanes heading our way. I saw that, and I saw the one they were saying that they think is going to go underneath, under Miami and then go out and get into the Gulf. And actually, I think they were saying that it might be headed to New Orleans. So, how is things at the homestead? Good, actually, very, very good. I had to go out this morning. I had to do a little work, do some basically metal staples and staple in a few things for the fence, but very effective today. The dogs, now without the stones there, they're not trying to paw at and move the stones to get underneath there because of the blocks there. They're not messing with them. So, that was good. Chickens were safe, which was good as well. And, and I'll be honest, if there's other issues moving forward between the dogs and the chickens, I will put up an electric fence around it. I'll do that because, that'll protect them even more. Some people were asking, how do you know for sure it was the dogs and not a fox and all this type of stuff? Okay. Well, the way I know it was the dogs is because the dogs were out there. They were out there for an extended period of time. for several hours, because that's, like they get out there and get their exercise and stuff like that. And it's gated in, and the gate was closed, so it was not a fox. I think what happened, and that's the idea of putting the higher fence in, I thought was a great idea, and that's why I did it. I think one of the babies flew over the fence, and the dogs, being dogs, do what comes natural, and they killed them. So, it's unfortunate. It happened. I did something to try to correct the problem, so hopefully it does not happen again. And but the dogs are good dogs. They really are. And here's what keeps killing me. Okay, and people, well, your dogs aren't trained. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? As far as like with the chickens, what am I supposed to do? Beat my dogs to death? People were saying, well, you take the dead chicken and, you tie it up under their chin, and maybe that does work. But when there is a piece of chicken left that's that big, by the time I figured out what had happened, what are you going to do? They got yelled at, they got scolded, and then I tried to fix the situation, and that's all I can do. At the time, initially I was very upset, obviously, but I love my dogs. They're good dogs. They are well behaved. If you saw Pandora walking now on a lead, and the video that you saw with Heather trying to take her out there, it's like night and day. There is complete slack, there is complete slack in the lead. When I walk her, she stays right next to me. The minute she starts to pull, I stop. I make her stop, and then we go on. So do I have, with all the projects that I did this year and the things that I was doing, did I have a lot of time to spend with my dogs? No. But I didn't have a lot of time to spend with my cats. I didn't have a lot of time, to do anything other than focus on what we were focusing on. I mean, there was a lot to do this year. So, but again, you know what? Everybody has an opinion. It is what it is. Well, it's I had somebody, and I'm going to tell you how I responded. I'm trying to remember the context of the question. Oh, they were telling me, well, you don't know nothing about canning. So because I was showing my friend Patty's place and John's, and showing how they're doing their canning, right? So then this person tried to, well, you don't know nothing about canning. And I said, well, go back and watch my old videos. Oh, well, you did one video of canning applesauce. Actually, it was two, and it was 2 different years, and it was 2 different people that I was doing it with. But that's okay. So the way I replied to that person was, and I just, I said, actually, it was 2 videos, from 2 different years. And I said, thank you for your judgment. And I look forward to seeing your canning video showing us how to do things. I'm again, once, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm not going to show everything. I may do applesauce this year again. I'm not 100% sure yet. I have to go over and talk to the gentleman that has the apple orchard and, see if it's okay if we do that. But you know what? Again, everybody's got an opinion. I have almost 87,000 subscribers, right? So you're not going to make everybody happy. So it is what it is, so that's how it goes. If you like it, cool. If you don't, that's okay too. I don't mind people expressing their opinion. I really don't. I don't mind the feedback, but it's like, well, you don't know nothing about this. How does he know? How does he know what I know and don't know? I think that's what I think is ironic. So, hey, nose picking. Take the dogs individually for a walk inside the chicken run. Pull on the leash if they start to go for them and say no. But that's the whole point. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your statement on that. And thank you. Thank you for the donation as well. They're generally very well behaved in that run. I mean, they've been in that run for well over a year with the chickens. But again, I think what happened, like I said, I think the chickens got over the fence. And when they got over the fence, that's when the dogs did what dogs are going to do. Unfortunately, like I said, we've lost a couple of chickens that way. And I don't like that. Now, some other people made some very good suggestions, and they said, clip one side of the chicken's wings, cut the wings so that they can't fly up higher. And I think that's a great idea. I really do. I believe with putting the fence as much higher as we put it, I think that is going to, no, they're not hungry. The follower of Jay, they're not hungry at all. They have plenty of food. Trust me. Those dogs are not starving. But I just think that, like I said, for them, it's a sport. And then it's like, oh, okay, this is food. It's just a natural instinct. Hey, nose picking, take them inside with the chickens. I know that'd be interesting. Yeah, but that would have to definitely be one at a time. But again, like I said, you know what? They're good dogs. It's just instinct. It's they're going to do what they're going to do. If there's that opportunity's there, they're hunters. Chickens are prey. That's realistic. I mean, it's as terrible as that sounds. That's the reality of it. So I did what I've done to protect the chickens. I think that's going to be enough. Dress up like a big chicken and growl at the dogs. Oh my God, could you imagine? They would lose their minds. They wouldn't know what to do. I'll borrow a Big Bird outfit. And then I'll peck him with the head. Whack. Oh, that's too funny. Guys, I see we're at 961 in the chat, and we have 333 on the thumbs up. I'm going to ask you to shoot a thumbs up, please, to show support for the channel, and thank you ahead of time for doing that. Also, it really does help with the algorithms as well, so that's a good thing. It puts us higher in the category or whatever they call it. So thank you for doing that. And again, like I said, I do like to see a decent number of thumbs up. So again, thank you. Again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. Okay. So I also feed my cat rattlesnake. Oh, that's pretty cool. But working COVID ICU and just wanted to stop by and show some support. Hey, CCU Nursing. I hope it's not too bad at this point for you. I'm not sure what part of the country you're in. But I know that things are, difficult in certain parts of the country. Where I'm at right now, it's not that bad, to be honest with you. So we're pretty fortunate. We're really fortunate in that aspect. But you just, like I said. Anyway, so I want to do something really quick. I want to talk about my website real quick. We're going to get through that. A couple things I want to mention with that too and stuff. So we're going to do that really quickly. And then we will go on. But I want to give you guys some good news as well with that. A couple things that are good news. All right. So first of all, if you are looking to connect with like-minded people in the community where you live, the state, the country, wherever you're at, on my website, preppernurse1.com, we have the Prepper Nurse 1 community. Okay. You will see it on the right-hand side. If you click on that, you do have to register. It is totally free. It does not cost anything. So it's a great opportunity to connect with like-minded people. If you just want to go in and read message boards, register for your state, whatever that you're in, or your country, check out other people that are in there. If you want to talk with people, have questions, have conversations, it's all available to you. We also have groups in there. We have a seniors group, a singles group, a disabled group. We have all those different groups in there as well. So definitely, take advantage of that, okay? Also on my website, we have jdega.com. So if you go on my website on the main page, as the stuff is going by, you'll see JDega. If you click on jdega.com, it'll take you to their website, okay? Hey, Gigi, I came in late, maybe missed something. Why do you use salt in the water for the tubs? How does it freeze? We use salt to stop road from freezing. Okay, it's a different kind of regular salt in water. Salt water is going to take longer to dissipate once it's frozen. So regular water will freeze, but it'll unfreeze faster. Salt water is slower to unfreeze, and that's why you use salt water, salt in your water. Thank you for the question. Thank you for the donation as well. Okay. So getting back to JDega really quickly, guys. Once you go to their site, if you decide to make a purchase, you can save yourself 15% when you're checking out. When they ask for the coupon, you use the discount code PrepperNurse1, and it's the number 1, not ONE. Okay, just like the channel PrepperNurse1, just like that. You use that discount code, you'll save yourself 15%. Now, I was out there today to the store, and I want to show you they're running a special right now. Now, the discount code will not be part of this special, but I did want to share it with you and show you what they have. All right. They have, it's called a pain pack. Okay. So the normal price for this grouping of medicines is $250, but they're selling it for $175 for this paint pack. So it's a savings of $75. Okay, it's a limited time offer. They're doing basically a Labor Day sale. All right, and they started it already. So I wanted to share that with you. Okay, so I'm going to show you the different stuff really quickly. We're going to go over this quick, and then we're going to move on. But these are the things you're going to get for $175. It's normally $250. The CBD intensive release pain rub. Okay, and that is 1,000 milligrams. And so, hold on a second. All right. So this one here, it's like for if you're having like pulled muscles, if you're having any kind of pain, that's a great one to use for that. That's what I actually use as well. But I have the same one. Okay. Yeah. So it's the same exact one that I have. All right. I really, really like it. I think it's a really good thing to have. So if you're having discomfort, pain, that's a really good one to have. All right. Then she has the other things that they have on here. You'll get 2 of the Hempsol, the gummy. Okay, it's called the gummy. And they're 40 milligrams THC, 80 milligrams CBD in the total pack. So, but per serving, it's 0.3% THC per serving. All right. Each gummy that they have in there is multiple servings. So you don't eat the whole thing at once. You break it down and eat it over, a different time. But they're CBD and TCH infused. They're delicious gummies. They provide effortless and convenient way to enhance the benefits of pain relief, anxiety, insomnia, without psychological elements. So it's a really nice thing to have. So you get 2 of those with the pain pack. All right. The next thing that we have here is the NISA CBD drops. It's 1,500 milligrams CBD, and it's a natural or mint flavor. It promotes better balance of body and mind, helps reduce swelling and pain, helps to ease muscle tension and pain, promotes discomfort relief, enhances digestion, discomfort, and appetite, helps reduce nausea and vomiting, and much more. So that's 1,500 milligrams, okay? And then the last one is the Terpnus, I think it's how you say it, for health. It's also a pain relief. It's an all-natural plant, specifically designed for fast-acting pain relief. Does not contain THC or CBD. Increases the healing properties of the CBD products used. So if you use this in combination with this, it's really, really good for you, okay? Can stand alone in pain relief and healing. So I'm going to show all these things again really quickly. So you get this, the gummies, and also this one. It's normally $250 for all of these combined, and they're doing a sale for those for $175. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. So if you are interested, again, go to JDAGA and take advantage of that. All right. So, but I just wanted to show you that. The other thing on my website, we have, if you go on to store, you click down, you'll see Legacy Foods. So I have some very fantastic news for everybody. I just had a plethora of orders that are going to be going out. I mean, a lot. And so I actually asked them when I just talked to her yesterday. I talked to Amy with Legacy Foods, and I said, are these, it was 2 large chunk orders, okay? There was another big order that just recently went out as well, okay? But I asked her, will this catch us up once I put all these in? And she said, they have had them, but they didn't have the products. Now they have the products. So once these process through, I said, will this catch us up? She said, there's going to be a couple small things left, and that's it. And I'm like, wonderful. Okay. So anybody that's been waiting for any length of time, the good news is you're going to be getting your shipping information. A lot of these orders are going to be going out very, very soon. And so thank goodness for that. Believe me, really happy about it. So the other thing that I wanted to tell you is I have not run a sale since March. Okay. March was the last time I did a sale. for the legacy products. I will be running a sale very, very soon. Okay, so I wanted to wait, and this is my thought process. Okay, I didn't want to run a sale while so many people were waiting for the products that they had. So I didn't want to do that. So that's why I have waited and not run a sale. It's been 6 months since I've run a sale. All right. So I'm going to be doing a sale probably at the very end of this month and into next month. I'll probably do like a 2-week sale. I'll let you guys know when we're going to do that. Legacy is catching up. Again, by the end of this month, everything will be caught up, and that's great. A lot of the stuff that was behind the people were waiting is going to be going out, which is fantastic. They're going to be back to normal shipping times. Okay, I just wanted to put that out there too. So when you put your order in, the gluten-free stuff is in. That stuff is in. So if you have a gluten-free order, those will be coming out to you next week. Okay, so if you've had that order in for the gluten-free products, they will be coming out very, very soon, starting next week. Okay, but anyway, so that is that. I just wanted to share that with you guys, let you know what was happening. Okay, so again, a lot of the stuff is going to be going out for the legacy food within the next week to 10 days, which is fantastic. And also, we're going to be doing a sale because now things are caught up. We'll get back to normal shipping again. And believe me, I cannot wait. Trust me. I mean, it's like it has been as frustrating as it has been for you guys. It has been very frustrating for me as well. And I hate the way that things happened, but there was not much we could do. So anyway, we will get to all that. In a later video, I will explain what's going on and all that stuff. But I just wanted to let people know that your later orders that people have been waiting on, the stuff is in. They should be going out. You should probably have your products within the next week or so. Okay? So thank goodness. Okay? So somebody, hold on a second. I know I missed it. So I'm going to go back here because somebody had made a comment when I was talking. Okay. Mary Nige, they will always chase squirrels and grab onto chickens just to play, but don't realize their own strength and kill them. You know what? I agree with that. It's like a game for them. And like I said, it's just natural instinct. So, Mary, thank you very much for the donation as well. And, thank you for that. I appreciate that. The Truth Warrior, waiting since March. And I know. It's not anything I don't know. A lot of people had been waiting. Like I said, a whole bunch of orders I just got told are here. They're getting them out. And so that, a lot of people are going to be catching up on stuff, which is fantastic. Believe me. Trust me. You know how I know a lot of people have been waiting a long time? Because you keep writing me. And I keep telling you I'm here. And I get it. And trust me, I'm not complaining. If I had to wait for an extended period of time, I would be upset as well. But the two good things is they're finally getting caught up and they're getting those products out. And like I said, the week to 10 days, a lot of you are going to say, hey, I got my stuff, which is going to be great. I'm happy. I'm going to be very happy to hear that, okay? And then we're going to be able to get back to normal shipping times, which is like, 2 weeks at the latest, and you'll be getting your stuff. And so that's an awesome thing, okay? So a lot of good news on that front. So I'm really, really happy. Trust me. You guys have no idea. It was a lot of orders. So let's see, what do we got right now? I'm very of leering anything lab produced. Well, Randy, all these here, the CBD products, they're all here in the United States. It's manufactured in the United States. It's United States based. So it's a USA product. So it's not coming from something overseas. Just putting that out there as well. And I think that's a good thing as well. All right. So let's get back to stuff. So they're pushing, and I want to talk about this. I want to wait till we got into the chataways before we got into this. They are pushing the flu, right? They're pushing that hard this year. I saw a thing that they said if you have a child that has never had it before, and they're really pushing it on the kids, they really want the kids to have it. They were saying that if they've never had it before, they're going to need 2 shots. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. All right. They're going to need 2, they're saying. So like 4 weeks apart. So the sooner you do it, the better. Right. So they want everybody, they're really pushing it. They're going to push it more extremely this year than ever before. Now they have the influenza shot, I believe, as well. And so they're really pushing these things. All right. Now, my position on this is when you have a product, and we'll talk about the FLU one first, when you have a product that has a 10% efficiency rate, all right, that, they are guessing when they create that every year, and they don't know for sure if it's going to be effective or not. So it's about a 10% efficiency rate. I'm not putting anything like that in my body, ever again. I was forced to with work. Anybody in the nursing field knows exactly what I'm talking about. But again, I'm never going to get one ever again. I'm not going to do any kind of thing like that. You don't know what they're putting in that. It's not effective. You need your own natural antibodies to develop and get stronger. And that's how you deal with stuff. Okay. That's my opinion. Everybody's entitled to do whatever they want to do when it comes to their own body, when it comes to that. I think, like I said, I don't like all the stuff that they put in it, including mercury, which never dissipates from your body. And they say, well, it's a minuscule amount. Yeah, but that's another minuscule amount that is now in your body forever. And every year, if you go away every year, that's going to build up over time. I don't like that. I don't want that. Okay. So I just want to let people know, government has always tested meds and vax on our soldiers. Oh, yeah, they do that all the time because, well, here's the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand. I'm going to give you a great example of something, okay? When you go into the military and you sign up for the military, whatever branch, doesn't matter what branch, you are government property. You belong to the government, and I'm going to show you how, okay? So you decide, you get done with your basic and your AIT, and you're all gung-ho, and you go out, you get that nice weekend liberty for the first time, usually after basic training. After basic training, you go out and you get your first liberty. So what do most people do when they get their first liberty? They go out and they get a tattoo, okay? A lot of guys did, all right? Now, I'm talking back in the day when the only people that had tattoos were bikers and military. Now it's like fashionable. Everybody does it, right? So, but it was, that was who had tattoos back then. If you got that tattoo and that tattoo became infected, you got an infection and you had to have that infection treated, you could get an Article 15, which was like a reprimand because you have damaged government property. And I am not making this up, folks. That is 100% true, okay? So think about that. You are property. So they can basically do whatever they want to do with you, So just so you know. And I think that a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't realize. No, not everybody gets tattoos. I know, Miss T. I'm saying it's very fashionable today. A lot of people are doing it, especially the younger generation. I never had a tattoo below my elbow because I always felt that I could still get dressed up and go out someplace nice and roll my sleeves up to my elbows, and you would never know I had a tattoo unless you knew I had tattoos. But, now it's like, tattoos can serve as another form of identifying you. Yeah, absolutely they can. Absolutely they can. But, again, it's like, it's an individual choice. I've never regretted getting any of my tattoos. I got my first one when I was 19 years old, fresh out of basic training. So, and I have, what do I got? 1, 2, 7? I have 7. So, and here's an old thing. Anybody on here that's watching that has a tattoo, you never have just one tattoo. Most people don't. Most people have more than one because it's very addicting. It's like a game, and every tattoo has a story behind it. The one I have, like up here, this one up here, was the first time I jumped out of an airplane, 6/23 of 1990. I will never forget it. We went, girlfriend and I at the time, went skydiving. We got done, and she says, I want to go get a tattoo. And I'm like, cool, I'll do it. And so I got, the parachute and, the sun, and that's how I got my tattoo. And there's that story behind that. I got that tattoo because that was the first time I jumped out of an airplane. So, shade tree prepper, one lost count. What? I don't know what you mean. Let's see. Hold on a second. I want to read what that person said. My late father got jump wings tattooed on his lower left forearm. He did it after graduating jump school in the 1950s. The only one. Wow. Okay. Well, some people. I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you a story. I got the one that first Liberty we had. Okay, that first weekend that we had free, and everybody went out and got drunk and partied and got tattoos or didn't get tattoos. We had one guy came back. He had a tattoo here, 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 and here. He got 4 tattoos in his first sitting. I was like, holy crap, man. I mean, that was a little extreme. But again, to each their own. A lot of people got covered with tattoos. Women, a lot of women now have tattoos. I mean, I have nothing against it. I don't. It's an individual choice. I have Odin on my back. I had Dale. EV Dale says Ed needs Odin on his back. I already have Odin on my back. That's one of my tattoos. I have Odin. So, yeah, the god of everything. So, in Norse mythology. So I like that. I'm kind of like a Viking, I guess, in a way. So I think it's very, very cool. Show them. All right, let's see. Hold on. Is it? Yeah, right there. Hold on. Really can't move that, but anyway, so there he is. There's Odin. Faded a little bit. It happens with time. Being in the sun, yellows don't last long. Reds, whites, those colors definitely, definitely fade. Marjorie Schultz says, I hate tattoos. Well, again, individual preference, Marjorie. I like them. I have nothing against them. Heather has a tattoo now. So she always told me when I turn 18, Dad, I'm going to get a tattoo. And I said, cool, do what you want to do, I mean, who am I to tell her not to get a tattoo when I have 7? So it's like, it's one of those things like, do as I say, not as I do type of things. And, as soon as she turned 18, last year when she went to school and talking to her one day, and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm in a tattoo parlor. I'm like, oh boy. But it's what they do. So anyway, we got 1,000 people in the chat. We're at 525 on the thumbs up. So if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you again to please shoot a thumbs up, and thank you ahead of time for doing that. Again, it really does help with the algorithms. So it's kind of important, helps the channel. So if you would do that, I appreciate it. Also, like I said, I like to see a lot of thumbs up, so I'm not going to lie. I'll be honest. I love seeing a good number of thumbs up. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. So before we get into the egg count, I got to tell you, yesterday, and obviously it's because of the turmoil and putting the new fencing up and putting the blocks around, I only ended up with 5 eggs yesterday. All right. They were, off their normal game because of, the upheaval. And I think, that was why we ended up with only 5 eggs yesterday. But what do you guys think our egg count was for today? Let's do that really quickly. Wolfang says, I have no piercings. I have both of my ears pierced twice. That's my only piercings. And I did that because I wanted to put the hoop in the bottom and a stud in the top. So, all right, give you guys a minute to guess here. If you had the same exact guess as Ellen Pollard with 11 eggs, then you were correct. We ended up with 11 eggs today. So I was real pleased with that. I'm not going to complain, especially, like I said, with all the shakeup from yesterday. They settled right back down to normal today, and they were good. So it was a good egg day. So I'm not, like I said, never going to complain about that. But so yeah, a lot of you were right. I saw a lot of 11s going by. So, but anyway, let's get back and talk about what we were talking about here just a moment ago about the right. and how they really want to push it this year. Again, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I will never do it again. I don't have to anymore because I don't work for nobody else anymore, so they can't force me, which is great. I heard they want to, and this is what I, again, heard. I don't know, the validity of it. It may be BS and it may not. They want to make it mandatory. Again, here we go with controlling our kids, right? Make it mandatory to have all the kids, force them to get a flu shot every year before school. I thank goodness my kids are no longer in school, other than Heather being in college, of course. But yeah, that's I don't like that at all. I mean, like I said, if my kids were school age and they started trying to force this and force that and force the other thing, now with the information that I have, they would have never gone. They would have been homeschooled. So, but that's another thing to think about. It's just I feel bad for the kids today, and I feel bad with And the other problem is, so many schools have opened, and now they're closing again already. I had a conversation with Heather. Was it yesterday or the day before? And we were talking, and I already in my head, just so you guys know, I'm already anticipating her being home before the school year is done and doing the rest of her school year online. Okay, already anticipating that because of everything that's happening. Again, what I think is going to end up happening this fall. My gut is telling me it's going to be a very, very tumultuous time moving forward. But she says to me the other day, she goes, yeah, Dad, I don't think I'm going to be in school long. And I said, what makes you think that? She goes, because these kids are stupid. And I was like, okay, okay. I said, well, we'll deal with it as it goes. And, I hope she does get a little bit of time to be able to be at school, to interact with her friends and do all that type of stuff. But if they shut stuff down again, then, we'll just have to, we'll deal with it. And then she'll have to do her stuff online, which, like I said, I'm not against it at all. I think it's good. I would rather have her safe. That's really important to me. So, like I said, we're gonna cross those bridges when we get there. But for right now, I don't know this. Is Heather a prepper? Have you ever done videos about her dorm preps? Heather is prepared that if she needs to get out of school and get home, she does know how to do that. She knows where to go. So, yeah, we have gone. I haven't put that on video. Maybe I did last year a little bit, but I didn't do it this year. I didn't talk about it. But yeah, if you're going to make me do a flu shot, make mine Crown Royal. That's funny. But yeah, no, Heather is prepared. She knows what she needs to do. And if there's an issue, Heather knows to skedaddle her butt home. And I even have told her, if you need to bring a couple of those friends of yours with you, that's fine too. I don't have an issue with that. Again, the more younger people are going to be the ones that they're the next generation. Okay, so the more younger people that we can wake up and get involved and make sure they survive whatever may happen, I think it's really, really important. So, and if you can be a mentor and a guide, I think that makes all the difference in the world. There is a petition with over 2K signs about sending all Penn State freshmen home because it's the idiot freshmen partying with no mask. Oh, EV3 Dale just said, really? Yeah. It's, well, you know what it is? It's like they finally got away from home for the first time ever with no parental guidance. And a lot of them go crazy. Does Heather do any prepping videos with you? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of prepper videos with Heather in there involved and doing stuff that we've done here around the homestead. I mean, I've got, years worth of videos up there. So, 2,800 videos. So there's a lot of videos. So it's the calm before the storm right now, folks. September through December going to be rough. Prep. Follower of Jay said that. And I agree with you 100%. I think we're in for some very rocky times ahead. I continue to prep. I am not stopping. I continue to add food. I just went out. I think I told you guys the other day, and I don't know, maybe I didn't tell you. I bought 10 more food grade buckets because I've been packing stuff up. I made a stop, and I'll show you. Like, nice. I've showed you honey before. I picked up another thing of 2 pounds of more, 2 more pounds of honey. There's a place that I get it, and it's all natural. It's that's the best way to go. It's local, and and that was 2 pounds. And if they'd have had a 5 pound one, I would have picked up a 5 pound one. Okay, it's I picked up a 25 pound bag of rolled oats, which is basically oatmeal. Okay, so I picked up that, and I picked up another 50 pound bag of the wheat berries. But this was a different, like I have the white wheat berries and I have the red wheat berries. This was a 50 pound bag of the golden wheat berries. So it was a different variety. So I picked up a 50 pound bag of that. That will get packed up. That will get put away. I think it's important to have that different variety because in an SHTF event, worst case type of scenario, not only can I make flour, but I could also plant them and get crops out of them. And it wouldn't be just one kind. It would be 3 different kinds. And I think that that's a good thing. Hawaii Masterson freight raises 43% in cost. Highest cost for everything. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, it's, there's, I'm going to tell you what, everything is going up. Where do you get your wheat berries? There is, you can actually get them online. Vintage Vibes said, Ed, I've been stocking up every week since the new year began. Growing all my produce this year and canning it, and can't thank you enough for all your guidance. It's been empowering. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. That is awesome. Like I said, the biggest thing is don't be a victim. Don't be a victim. Be pertinent. Stay on course. Do what you got to do. But the wheat, as far as wheat berries, you can order them online. So if you go online and put in wheat berries, that is wheat that is still in the husk and the stuff. They have a lot longer shelf life. You can have them for about 30 years, and they're still going to be viable. They're still going to be good. Okay, I think it's really important to have those because again, in a post event, you may have to grow your own wheat. All right, it's not going to be going out and getting it from somebody else anymore. So I think that's an important thing to have. Realistically, in a post-event, and I've said this before, the woods will be hunted dry in no time. There will not be the wild game. If you think you're going to go out and get meat, you're not going to be able to get it. All right, so I think it's really important to stay on top of stuff, pay attention, get your gardening skills down now. I have a good friend of mine that lives in Pennsylvania. And she got on gardening this year, and she's learning, and she's contacted me and asked me some questions. She has been doing other things as well. She's actually right now looking to add a wood stove. And so we were kind of texting back and forth, and I'm going to shoot her a message after the show and tell her what I recommend that she should get for a wood stove. I think it's important. Hey, Dan McQueen, another prepping cookout soon. Let us know. Get out and vote. We're not going to be doing one this year, Dan, unfortunately, because of everything that's going on. The parks are still not taking reservations. They don't want people gathering for a lot of obvious reasons. So I've actually postponed it. We're going to do it next year. Hopefully things will get back to some semblance of whatever normal is. And I'm not sure what normal would be, but I do. Hopefully, I wanted to do a prepper get together this year. I thought we were gonna. Well, I'm pretty sure we would have had a much bigger crowd than last year, but unfortunately, what are you gonna do? But World War II recipe of oatmeal sausage. Oh wow, that's interesting. But it's. Monique says, FYI, about 90% of our food. Oh, hold on a second. 90% of our food is shipped via Maston. Very, where did that go? Okay. Very food insecure. Yeah, no kidding. Especially if they've raised the price 43%. The prices are not going to go down, guys. So, and I want you to think about this again from what we've already experienced as a country. In other countries as well, what happened in February and March, and people were panic buying, and they were going out there and they were buying everything under the sun. I think it's a really good time. Again, while there's this little bit of a lull, take advantage of that, because again, it's going to get bad again. I really believe that it's going to. All the signs point to it. A regular flu season plus COVID, I think is going to be a nightmare. And I think you're going to see another complete shutdown coming. If they do that, I hope they don't, but it would not surprise me. I think it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be bad. So the more that you take advantage of whatever time we have right now to get your ducks lined up, okay? Get your water purification. I know, like with Berkey, I got an email, and they were like, Berkey stuff back in stock. So if you're still looking for Berkey, so yeah, take advantage of those things. This is, again, I believe this is a small lull before the next wave. And, and then let's not forget, let's throw the election in on top of that with everything else that's going on. What? Hello. So there's a lot going on. Eve 3 Dale says, I'm on the Berkey email list. Yeah, I get stuff because I've bought a lot of stuff from them. So, I'm on their list too. Stop. He's trying to sniff my underarm. No, thank you. No, sir. No. But anyway, like I said, with the flu season coming up, and then I think COVID will rear its ugly head even stronger here in the winter. I think we're in for some seriously hard times. So the more prepared we are, the more ready we are for those type of situations, it's going to be better for all of us. So again, I will encourage you I'll do it every video, every live stream that we do. Well, not every video, but every live stream, I'm going to encourage you to not be a victim, to be on top of stuff, get what you need to have, get ready. And you know what? Even if you can't do it a lot, do it week to week. Get the stuff that you need. Prepare. Be ready. It's just really, really smart. Really, really smart. Need a cat fix? I got just Maxie on the bed, and I'm not going to mess with him. So, sorry. No cat fix tonight. We got to 20 after, guys. So we're going to go to 20 after. Now that you've grown a garden, I've been growing a garden every year, Bill. How much produce do you have to can? Again, it really depends every year what you grow, what you produce. Every year is not always going to be the same. So, like this year, the tomatoes are doing fantastic. Okay. Absolutely fantastic. 2 years ago, I think it was, they were disastrous. I planted a whole bunch of tomato plants, anticipating doing a bunch of canning, and I ended up with 2 tomatoes out of all those plants. So again, you just never know. When it comes to canning, what you can do also, guys, if you go to a farmer's market or where someplace where you can buy in bulk and buy if you want to do strawberries, you want to make strawberry jam, or you want to make whatever you want to do, okay? Go there, buy your flats of your fruits, your vegetables, whatever, green beans, your peas, whatever the case may be. Get it in bulk and then can it up. That's a great way to do it. Unless you have a garden that is producing enough to can. Like this year with squash and the zucchini, we've had a tremendous amount of squash and zucchini. I had a tremendous amount of cucumbers again this year. So we've had a really good year as far as cucumbers. Again, each year you just don't know. There's no guarantee. See, that's the one thing about gardening. There's no guarantee from year to year. Always make sure you're rotating your crops. That's important. If you can enrich your soil year to year, do that as well. Like with the raised beds, I think I've already told you this, but I plan on putting, when the leaves all fall, I'm putting a nice layer of leaves in all those beds. So Mimi said, did your daughter go back to college, or is she home safe? No, she is back in college. She is back in college. But again, she doesn't feel like she'll be there long term, and I don't either. I think there will be an increase in, once they have an outbreak at the college, they'll shut the whole thing down again. They're better prepared this time because a lot of the courses that the kids are doing are online courses. But again, How are you going to get 18, 19, 20-year-olds not to hang out, not to have parties, not to do those type of things? You're not going to be able to do that. You can tell them that you're blue in the face, but yeah, good old cow manure mixing. Yep, that absolutely will help with the soil as well. But there's no way you're stopping those kids from getting together and partying and hanging out and doing all that type of stuff. So, but again, um, like last year, Heather didn't get involved in any of that type of stuff, which I was really, really grateful for. She was focused on school, and she's been focused on school, and so that's what she's been doing. But she's got a good head on her shoulder. She's not stupid, and she has a small circle that she hangs out with, and so I think she'll be okay. And when they say it's time for her to come home, I will go down and get her, and I'll bring her home where she can be safe. I would rather have her here, especially. Ed, are you going to have canning videos? I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing. I may do some, because I do my canning outside, guys. So it's like it's not. It's a different kind of setup. So, what? Stop. But I may do some. We'll see. Because I'll have, as of the first, Mom will be here, Becky will be here. So we may do some. I'll have. See, the thing is, when you do things alone all the time, it's a lot more work and it's a pain in the behind. But if you have extra hands to help, it makes it so much better. So once they get here, I'll throw up a few canning videos. We'll do some stuff, but I'll probably stick with water bath canning. That's the way I'll do it. So she's a good kid. She takes after her dad. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. She is a good kid. She's very squared away. She's very mature for her age. She always had to be, because of her brother. It was a lot of extra stress and responsibility because, with Eddie being autistic, and it's her twin. So, what did you think of Biden's acceptance speech last night? Guys, I'm going to tell you right now. All right. I don't watch anything with that. I won't watch any of the Republican stuff. I won't watch any of the Democratic stuff, because here's a problem that I have. Let's talk about this a second. So they've been doing these, how many days now of this, the Republican thing, and they're all up there, rah, 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 Biden's the best, blah, 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 right? Now, my question would be, why are these people not in Congress, not in the Senate, taking care of what needs to be taken care of, which is the American people? Let's not have a party for 4 days. Okay, 4 days. Let's not have a party for 4 days while Americans are still struggling. Let's get off your behinds, and this is for all of them, Republicans and Democrats. Let's get off your behinds, get back in there, and get some kind of package deal worked out. I just saw a thing today, and it was like, well, the president's, executive orders are not doing enough to help people. Well, that's because the Republicans and the Democrats in the House and in the Senate are playing games with each other. So the president did what he could do. If he did nothing, they would vilify him for that. So, both sides need to get off their behinds, come back from vacation. I know it's so important that you people have a month off of August and do whatever you want to do. That's great. I'm happy for you. Okay. But American people are suffering, and something needs to be done to help people. And that's my opinion. So no, I don't watch, like I said, I don't have regular television. Thank goodness. I got rid of it years ago, going on, over almost 6 years now. I don't have a TV at all. I have my laptop. Anything I want to do on my laptop, I do. I don't watch any of the political crap, because they're all a bunch of liars and snakes. And here I saw something today, and I just thought, I said to myself, you have got to be kidding me. Okay, now, we've all seen the videos, I'm sure, of Biden being very inappropriate with children. I mean, that's all over the place. And I don't care what side of the aisle you're from, you've seen those videos, okay? You've also all seen the video of Biden bragging how he got the prosecutor fired over in the Ukraine, or they weren't going to give up the aid. There was like a huge aid package, and they said if Biden admitted it. He was sitting on a stage. And he said, "I told him if you don't get rid of that prosecutor, you're not getting this aid." And why? What was that prosecutor investigating? The company his son was on the board for. Imagine that. Okay, so there's no impropriety there, I'm sure, at all, right? Again, that's all out there. But now they're on there touting how wonderful he is. And I just saw today, they said, they're talking about, like his one son had passed away. And he was talking about, that he has his son's rosary and blah, blah. They make me sick. They literally make me sick to my stomach because they're all so crooked and they're a bunch of liars. Here's something that I want to put out here to you guys, okay? And again, I dislike both parties for the same reasons are that they're two sides of the same coin. They're two feathers of the same bird. They never, ever, ever will have our best interest at heart. They're going to take care of their rich friends. They're going to take care of the special interest groups that get them elected. I've said it over and over and over again, okay? So I'm really clear on where I stand with that. The problem is right now, and I'm going to explain it really, really simple. What they're trying to do is, like with Biden, I'll give you a good example with this. What they're trying to do is like, well, go with Biden because, he's part of the establishment. You know what you're getting. He's not going to say this or that or whatever the case may be, okay? So they're touting that. They're playing on the fears of people that have been perpetuated through the media and all the crap. Trump is scary. He's a loose cannon. You don't know what he's going to do, blah, 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 right? So they're using that, and here's old Joe sitting over here on the sideline, yeah, I'm a good guy, which we all know he's not. And again, he's been in politics for 50 years, all right? If he was going to do any good, he would have done it by now. So I just, like I said, so I look at it like this, which is to me now, as far as the politicians go, what is the lesser of two evils? And if it's up to me, I got to go with Trump over him. Trump is at least got a pair. Biden is a yes man. Biden is going to do exactly what he's told, and that's it. Okay. So, but again, everybody has their opinion. Everybody can do whatever they want to do, and that is your choice. But the corruption is rampant. They get nothing but richer and richer and richer all the time, and it never stops. And that's what I find amazing, that people don't realize how badly we're being played constantly. We're the good guys, they're bad. And the other scene, we're the good guys, they're bad. They're both bad. They're both bad. When they do something, really truly do something, handouts are not helping people. That's not helping people. People need a hand up, not a handout. Okay? If they ever get to that point where they actually do something to help people, then that's a great thing. But not a handout. They need a handout. People need to have self-worth. Self-worth is huge. It's really important. And I think that, if you give people that, you give them a reason to get up every day and do what they need to do, it's a huge thing. It really, truly is. So that's me on my soapbox, giving you my 2 cents on that. But yeah, no, I will never watch any of the political stuff at all. Now, I may if they ever are stupid enough to put Biden on a stage with Trump for a debate, I would probably tune into that just to see how bad he would fumble along. I think that would be very interesting, and that would be the reason that I would tune in. So anyway, that's kind of it on that. But I'm going to ask again real quick, guys. We're at 986 in the chat. We're at 672 on the thumbs up. I'm going to ask for another thumbs up, please. If you have not done so yet, let's see if we can't push that up. We could still get there. We could get to 800 maybe. We're at 679. Let's see if we can get those thumbs up to 800. Again, to show support for the channel, so I do appreciate it if you would do that. Also, again, it really does help with the algorithms. So thank you ahead of time. Again, it just helps with your rankings and where they place you and all that type of stuff. So thank you as well for that. Also, I like to see a lot of thumbs up, so I'm not going to lie. That's part of it as well. But and again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask that you do subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon as well to get all notifications. And thank you ahead of time for doing that as well. So anyway, let's see. What is going on here? It's like the chat is frozen here, guys, for some reason. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. It seems, hold on. It seems as though the chat is frozen. What? Here, instead of a kitty, we'll do a puppy. There's a puppy. Come on. There he is. Mr. Caesar. Can you say hello? Huh? You don't know what to do. I hope we're not frozen here, guys. What? I know that okay, stop. Yes, I know I see you, Pandora. I'm sorry. The chat seems to be frozen. Nothing. I'm not getting anything in the chat. So, guys, stop. So I don't know. I can't read anything that's coming through. Nothing is coming through. The last question that I see on here was from Deb Williams. She said, retiring Wednesday. Now I have time to can. No more working at the hospital. Haha. There you go. Okay. But that's the last thing I saw, and that's been on there for a while. So if you've made a super chat or anything like that, I'm not seeing anything. So I apologize for anybody that's doing that. We can't even do where everybody's from tonight. But like I said, this thing is just not, and I can't refresh it because that would take us offline. So, but I'm going to I'll say it really quickly. We are Legion. You know, we are many. There's all of us. We're all over the world. We're all over the country. We're a big family. And I'm not going to ask where everybody's from because I'm not going to be able to see it. So I don't know what happened with the chat freezing up, but that's what's going on there. So sorry. I'm not, like I said, if you're making comments, I am not seeing them. So anyway, but we are a big family. And people need to realize that if we work together and network, there would be no stopping us. None whatsoever. Okay? Thank you for licking me. Thank you. I know. You guys are good pups. You're good puppies. So, but, yeah, so that's, we are this big group of people. We're all over the place, and there would be no stopping us if we work together. I think it's important to try to help people, and I think that's what we should all, try to do. I'm going to go ahead and end this, guys, because I can't, like I said, I can't see anything. So I don't know what you guys are saying, and it's kind of weird. It's a weird feeling. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. I want to thank my moderators who do a great job keeping the chat clean. So thank you guys for doing that. Also, I want to remind everybody that we are all in this together. That is really important. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important to tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel, okay? Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that can stop you is you. Nobody else can stop you, okay? Stay positive, stay away from that negativity, and you're going to be fine. I'm sorry about the chat freezing up. It is so bizarre. But, what are you going to do? So like I said, I cannot see anything you guys are saying. So it's so bizarre. It's YouTube once again, right? So anyway, guys, listen, I hope everybody has a great night. I will see you all tomorrow. And there's a third video from Patty and John's place. That will go up tomorrow too. And plus, I'll do two. I'll do a regular video, and then I'll throw that one up as well. Okay? I will see you all tomorrow. I hope everybody's having a great night. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.